What's up, party people in the house? Welcome to the Self-Care Club. My name is Carrie, and I'm so glad you're here. Where are you listening? Are you on Spotify? Are you on Apple Podcasts? Are you on YouTube? Wherever you are, thank you so much. And before you forget, please give me a thumbs up, a heart, or a subscribe, whatever it is you do. I'd appreciate it more than you know. Our little club is growing and it warms my heart. So again, as always, gratitude. Gratitude for you being here. Gratitude for me being here. Gratitude for Willow being here in the window. It's a beautiful day in my city in Richmond, Virginia. Where are you at? Tell me where you are if you haven't already. And yeah, how you been? How you been? Have you been reminding yourself that it's not a chore? It's not a chore, the things that you want, the things that you like, the things that you do, the things that you maybe fallen out of rhythm, out of sync from. Remember, it's not a chore. It's not a chore. It's not a chore. I've been talking about how things have felt like a chore to me. And I kind of reverted back to old patterns, old routines, right? Where I was just kind of stuck in this energy of like, procrastination. Can anybody relate? And yeah, it's not a chore. From like whatever it is, it's not a chore. Because as soon as you think of it as a chore or as something you don't want to do, then it becomes exactly that. So I feel like I was in this space where I was truly feeling joyful, if we're being honest, right? That's what this all is about. And not that I haven't found joy in this interim period. It was just, we're riding the waves, right? We're riding the waves. Through the wave riding, again, a friend brought it to my attention that it's like you get to this spot and like in your spiritual journey or in your enlightenment or whatever you want to call it, in your self-care journey, right? It doesn't have to be that deep, even though it is, where you're just like, I'm good. I'm going to take these tools and I'm going to go implement them. And that's great. In the implementation, in my experience, is where I get a little cocky. I get a little overzealous. We think we maybe know it all, right? And not really. But if you've heard me talk, if you're my friend, you probably have been super annoyed by me at some point, or even on this podcast, right? You're like, this bitch thinks she knows everything. She's so in line. She got to this fucking point, or she has a podcast in general. Like, who the fuck does she think she is? Like, I don't know shit. I'm the first person to tell you that. I don't give advice. I share experience. And my experience in the last few weeks has been like, wow, duh. I love this shit. I love getting back to my morning routine, my 5 to 10 minute morning routine, mind you, that in my head I made into this thing. Or I didn't even make it into this thing. I made it into a thing that I wasn't thinging it. I wasn't doing it. So there was this extra layer of like, you're not doing it. And then I kept saying, yeah, I'm getting back to it. And I hated even talking about it because that don't help, right? Words don't teach, only experiences teach. And I just had to get to this place where I got back to it. But now that we're her friends, I'm here to remind you that it is not a chore. Whether you want to lose 30 pounds, whether you want to slow down your alcohol intake, whether you want to limit your sugar intake, whether you want to open your own business, whether you want to become a millionaire, it is not a chore. The last one sounds like kind of a chore, huh? It is not a chore. It is inevitable. If you've already dreamt it, if you've already thought it, especially if it's something you keep thinking, it might feel like a chore because of the mindset we've adapted about it, recently. Shit's been heavier out here. It might not be your chore. Your thoughts your thoughts might not be your own thoughts. If you felt heavy lately, you might be holding on to other people's I can'ts, I won'ts, it's ain'ts, right? We're not outsourcing. That's the thing. I was doing a lot of that. I was like, well, I got back into this situation and this person makes me feel this way. And then I went here with these people and even if you've heard me complain about other people recently, thank you for letting me vent. We are human, right? I hope you knew, well, this isn't about what you think about me, but I thought about myself like, damn, I'm being annoying. Damn, like here I am back in judgment, back in like victimhood, back in this. And that's that extra layer that takes so long to really rise above. And the funny thing is, my friends, no matter how many times we do it, we're always going to find ourselves in a lesson, right? In a lesson. And sometimes it's going to take 30 billion trillion times for us to learn it. Sometimes we may never learn it. Sometimes we're going to learn it. But it's going to come back in we're always expanding, right? So contrast is never going to stop. We're never just going to like get to this peace and this joy and this Buddha moment, right? Where it's just 24/7. Now you might be pretty darn close sometimes in your life. And that's awesome. That is awesome. And if you're nowhere near it, that's also awesome. Excuse me. And you're like, that's not awesome, Carrie. Like, I just want to get there. I know you want to get there. But you got to take the baby steps to get there, and you got to enjoy the tiny moments. So what can you do right now to make whatever is on your to-do list not feel like a chore? Well, we can return to gratitude. The simple morning routine, evening routine, whatever time of day routine you have. I need. I don't know what you need. You got to figure out exactly what you need. For me, morning prayer, morning meditation, whatever you want to call it, morning mantras, morning affirmations. Got a little book by my bed. I've been switching the order because that's how inconsistent I've been. No bullshit. So it doesn't matter what order you do it in. But I say a little prayer. I finally got my pen and paper out. The pen and paper, like, if I'm comparing, which comparison is the thief of joy, I know, but I'm a queen of doing it. Like, comparing this year, last year, however high flying I was and however low flying I felt in comparison, it wasn't actually that low. But when you know how to fly high and it feels like your wings are fucking clipped, you're the only one doing it to you. And it's so fucking frustrating. And it's okay. Pen and paper, my friends. Pen and paper. Oh, if there's one thing that changed your life, grab some papers, grab a pen. And you probably heard this from any person that you followed or any sort of, happy person. Pen and paper. If all you have is your phone, cool. Take some time. I'm grateful for this outfit. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the sunshine. Simple shit. I'm grateful I have a bed to sleep in. I'm grateful I have a friend to call. I'm grateful I get to eat. And you might not always feel it. I've been thinking a lot, which we've talked about. It's time to drop back into our hearts collectively. Can we do this collectively? And that's what I mean when I say it might not be all yours to carry. It's very hard as an empathetic person, empath, I was going to say, to decipher that. Still learning to do it all the time. I still take on shit that's not mine. Again, we're not outsourcing our power here. So it is what it is. But if sometimes you're just like, can't figure out what it is, you don't have to figure it out for one. But just like, it's heavy out here. So get past that. Remind yourself it's not heavy. That's the whole thing. We're putting these burdens like, oh, I gotta do my morning routine, or I was putting these burdens. I gotta do X, Y, and Z to get back to something. Get back to something? What am I getting back to? Like, there's nothing to get back to. Here I am. And what are the things? Like, it's who I am. It's who I am now. And your old self is gonna resurface and be like, no, it's okay. Like, it's okay. We're good. Okay, you did the morning routine. You said your prayers like for X amount of time, and you worked out all these times. Like, we're good. We can slide back into our comfort zone here. It's no big deal. No big deal. No big deal. And it is always no big deal. The only deal it is what's happening here. And if you can take that, biggest reminder I've had from Eckhart Tolle recently is, you are not your thoughts. I've said that to you how many times? I've said that so many times, and I'm the first one to fucking forget it, y'all. The first one. The first one. The first one to fucking forget it. So you know what we're not doing anymore? We're not fucking forgetting that we are not our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. There's like 2 of you inside of you at least. Maybe more. Have you ever listened to yourself talk? It's like, oh wow, there's gotta be something more than this, because we're talking to each other in there. So you got your soul or your source, and then you got this mind chatter. Oh. Anyways, pick up a book. What else can we do to remind ourselves it's not a chore? Pick up a book. Read from somebody else who's been somewhere that you are right now, who's going where you want to go, right? Read a fucking sentence a day. I don't care how much you read. It's life-changing. Like, I've literally been reading like a page a day, and I just feel, like an enormous weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And these books have been sitting in front of my face for months, friends. Months. The TV sucked me right back in. It's okay. TV has a time and place. I'm not going to go all extreme and say I'm not going to watch TV. But do you need to be sitting in front of the TV for 3 hours every single night, zoning out? Do you need to be scrolling on your phone for 3 hours every night, zoning out? It happens. But no. Especially not in this season. Especially not ever. But especially not now, when the sun is shining, the birds is chirping, the breeze is blowing. Get your ass to the grass. Get your ass into gratitude. Get your pen and your paper. Write down 5 things every morning that you're grateful for. Or nighttime before bed. I don't care. Put it right on your nightstand. 5 things. I'm grateful I woke up. I'm grateful for anything. And like I said, you might not even feel it at first, but we got to start thinking about it and then dropping down into our heart and feeling it. And then maybe, just maybe, these habits, like, okay, so those are little ones. So let's say it's bigger. And you're like, okay, I really want to stop drinking more. Or I really need to stop eating this, and this. Well, what you need to stop doing is stop thinking about how you need to do that thing that you don't want to do. Like, because the law of attraction is just gonna, like, if you're like, I don't want to drink, all your friends are going to ask you to be drinking. You're going to be put in scenarios where drinking like really affects you. And so that's a sticky one. Like, it's hard to just like stop thinking about something like that's important to you, right? So again, listen to Abraham Hicks for all that shit. Right now, what can we say? We can just say, you might have to step back. You might have to step back from certain things, right? Don't even step back. Step back into your power. Step back into your power. Like, I've been doing things because I'm like, okay, so-and-so's feeling this way. And I'm getting swept up in the way she's feeling, and she wants to drink wine and have a good time. So I'm just gonna wine it out. I'm just gonna wine it out with her because that's what good friends do. And it's like, okay, maybe. But did you hear like that was just like ass backwards thinking? Like there's no me in that scenario. And I think this is the balance, again, that we need, because it shouldn't all be up here. It shouldn't be such a thought, right? It should be a feeling. It should be like, okay, I'm in the moment. So-and-so wants a glass of wine. If I want a glass of wine, I want to wine with her, go for it. But personally, you have probably heard me say, like, that's not who I am anymore. So there's just been this balance, this like battle inside of me that's like, but I want to be this, like, I want to be flexible. I want to be just living in the moment. And this part of me that also is like disciplined and like knows that like one can turn into five sometimes. And I've needed to love it all, because you're not going to fear your way into change. You're not going to hate yourself into change, right? But you do have to remember at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, to remind yourself, you, whoever you is in this brain, in this body, in this life, and what you want. Like people talk about it all the time, right? Like really serious athletes and really serious like people who are about their shit. Jordan Peterson, love Jordan Peterson. You have to stay committed to this vision of something bigger than who you are right now. Remember, then remember, write it down. And then if you get lost along the way because that person changes all the time, that vision changes, still write it down so you don't get swept up in 6 months of, whoa, it's okay. We're still moving forward. There's no way we can go back now, right? But it is not a chore. It is who you are. So let's have some fucking fun with it. And again, I'm here to remind you, friends, that I've been having fun through all of this, even the hard times, even the icky times. Words don't teach. So as much as I love to talk and hash it out with you, sometimes they really don't help. Me personally, I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you. So we are not making our destiny a chore, our enlightenment a chore, our destiny. These are all big words. We're not making life. We're not making fucking life a chore. Life is fun. Life is good, even when it don't feel like it. Again, these are all words, and I felt them every way, which way, in between and beyond, to infinity and beyond. We're going to start the day with a prayer, an intention, maybe a 5-minute YouTube video, a podcast that uplifts you. We're going to write 5 things we're grateful for. Did we already say our prayer? Yeah, we did that. That's it. That's all we can do. We can take a walk if we know if you want to lose some weight, get out the bed immediately and go take a walk. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. If you are on a fitness journey, get up as soon as you wake up and get some sunlight in your eyes and go on a walk. That will really change your day. And if you do this consistently for a month, you'll start to notice shifts in your feelings. Again, try to drop out of your head. I know it's hard sometimes. So hard. But you are not your thoughts. If you take away one thing from today, you are not your thoughts. Repeat after me. I am not my thoughts. So try to sit back, watch your thoughts without judgment. And notice what you're thinking, because if you haven't been feeling right, then you definitely been thinking wrong. And I don't like the words right and wrong, but you gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. That's what it's been all about. And if you're in the loop of knowing you're thinking wrong, but feeling powerless, I feel you. I feel you, but you are not powerless. You are not powerless. Take your power back. Breathe. Yoga. Oh, the yoga brings me back. The routine. The routine brings me back, y'all. Whatever it is that you need to do, again, I'm just picking and choosing things. You know what you got to do. I recommend it in the beginning of the day because it just sets the tone, right? It sets the tone. You'll take it through the rest of the day. You'll lose it throughout the way. You'll remember tomorrow. You'll remember tomorrow. Remember, it is not a chore. This life is not a chore. And if it feels like it, change something. Change something. Or just remember who the fuck you are. Because you are love, you are light, you are everything that is right. It sounds so fucking cheesy. But when you feel it, oh, I just got the goosebumps. When you remember it, hold on to it. I'm here to remind you, and I'm so glad you are here with me. If there's anything you'd like to talk about in the future, let me know. And again, share with somebody you love or you hate. And don't hate, appreciate. Till the next episode, my friends, I will see you there. I hope you take care, sweet bears. Give yourself a hug. And remember, it all begins within. Bye-bye for now.